Hi, question number 6 taken from June 2016, Advanced Civil Maths HSC S1. Find how many numbers are there between 100 and 999 in which all three digits are different. For the first part, we have a second part to that, where we need to find how many of the numbers in part 1 are odd numbers greater than 700. For the part B of the question, a bunch of flowers consists of a mixture of roses, tulips and daffodils. Tom orders a bunch of 7 flowers from a shop to give to a friend. There must be at least 2 of each type of flower. The shop has 6 roses, 5 tulips and 4 daffodils, all different from each other. Find the number of different bunches of flowers that are possible. Now then, for the first part, a three-digit number is to be made between, the number has to be between 100 and 999. If it is between 100, it's going to start from 101. Okay, and here it can never be 0, because if the number is 0, it's not going to be a number that is greater than 100. So 0 is not going to come here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 possible ways. 9 ways. These 9 numbers can fit themselves into this one space. Then, as the number which is here, let us say it's a number 2 or maybe a number 3, it cannot repeat itself because the number has, the number has to have different digits. So if a 2 is here, the 2 cannot repeat itself here. That means out of 10, 1 is not going to repeat, so we're left with 9, and those 9 numbers can fit in here. Again, 9. For these 2 numbers that are here, neither of them is going to be able to repeat itself here. So 10, and the 2 numbers that are going to repeat themselves is going to be 10 minus 2, which is 8. So how many numbers can be made? We got 9 times 9, which is 9 squared times 8, and this is going to end up at 648 numbers. Second part, the number has to be an odd number, meaning it will end with an odd digit. And it also has to be greater than 700. That's the condition. So it can start with 7, 8 or 9. Let us say it starts with 7. It can end with a 1, a 3, a 5, a 7, no, because it cannot repeat itself. It can end with a 9. So if it starts with 7, there are 4 possible ways it can end to make itself an odd number that is greater than 700. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 possible ways times how many numbers can fit in here, in this box. So because we've taken 7 and any of those numbers here, we left out of 10, we've taken 2 numbers. So 10 minus 2 is 8, so we got then 8. So that's going to be 4 times 8, which is then 32. Let us try and see what happens if we start with a 9. If we start with a 9, we can end up with 1, 3, 5, 7. 4 possible ways again, and here you can get 8 numbers can fit themselves in here. Alright, each of these numbers, 8 different ways. So we got then, again, 4 possible ways times 8. So 4 times 8 for these 8 numbers, 32. What if it starts with 7, starts with an 8? It's going to make it greater than 700. So then it can end with a 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possible ways. And those 8 numbers, because 2 are taken here, can fit themselves 8 different ways here. So we got then 8 times 5, and that's going to make it 40. So the total number of ways that we can get an odd number greater than 700, okay, which is also a 3-digit number, is going to be 32 plus 32 plus 40. That's going to make it 100 and, hang on a second, so let me just bring in my calculator. Yeah, 104. So that's going to be 104. Now that's the first part of the question, of course. Now for part B of the question, Tom orders 7 bunch of flowers. Okay, there are 6 roses and there is 5 tulips. Also we have 4 daffodils. At least 2 out of each. Therefore you can get 2 roses, 2 tulips and 3 daffodils. That's going to be 6 out of 2 times 5 out of 2 times 3 out of 4. And if you do it on your calculator, you're going to end up with 600. You can say at least 2 roses, 3 tulips and 2 daffodils. So that's going to be 6C2 times 5C3 times 4C2, which makes it 900. For the third part, you can have 3 of those roses and then 2 and 2. So that's going to be 632 times 5C2 times 4C2. Work that out, you're going to end up with 1200 and add up to 2700 possible ways that you can actually order 7 bunch of flowers from the shop. So here we are for the second part. Take care. Bye.